Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. In a humanitarian gesture, the Sultanate requests Yemeni authorities in Sana'a to allow the Minister of Defence to contact his relatives. The United Nations Education, Science and Cultural Organisation UNESCO renews the Sultan Qaboos Award for Environmental Protection for the upcoming 6 years. And the Capital Market Authority reviews a comprehensive plan to provide all employees of the private sector with health insurance coverage. Those were the headlines, now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Dr. Alexander van der Bellen of Austria on his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Xi Jinping of China in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on the anniversary of the foundation of the People's Republic of China. In continuation of the Sultanate's efforts in dealing with the human incidents being witnessed by Yemen and in response to several requests from various Yemeni bodies, an agreement was reached with the authorities concerned in Sana'a with regard to the situation of Major General Mahmoud al-Subahi, Minister of Defence of Yemen, giving him the permission to contact his relatives. The Sultanate hopes that this will be followed with other steps that lead to final solutions for the situation of all prisoners and missing people in Yemen. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organisation UNESCO renewed the Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environmental Preservation for the upcoming 6 years. This came during the joint committee consisting of programmes and a foreign relations committee chaired by Her Excellency Dr. Samira bint Mohammed Al Musa, permanent representative of the Sultanate of Oman in UNESCO, on the sidelines of the convening of the 205th session of the Executive Council of UNESCO held recently at its headquarters in Paris. The Joint Committee studied during the meeting the terms related to renewing UNESCO awards, including the Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environmental Preservation. After a presentation delivered by the permanent representative of the Sultanate about the award, it was agreed unanimously to renew it for the upcoming 6 years. UNESCO's Secretariat expressed its appreciation for the efforts being exerted by the Sultanate of Oman in the field of environmental preservation and its active cooperation with the UNESCO in this field. It also valued raising the monetary value of the award from $70,000 US to $100,000 US. Within the context of attention of the Staff Command to enrich the academic curriculum, the Commander and the staff of Command College, guidance staff and students visited the main command of the joint Omani-British exercise Safe Soraya 3. They were briefed about the exercise and the participating joint sectors, phases of planning, missions and duties of the joint cells and divisions participating in the exercise. Then the visiting delegation visited the headquarters of the Unified Joint Command and listened to a briefing on the joint military work mechanism between the Omani and British sides during the upcoming phases. After that, they got acquainted with the media roles being played by the Media Centre at the main command. A comprehensive plan to provide all employees of the private sector with health insurance coverage will be implemented starting from next year. The plan was set up by the Capital Market Authority with its partners from various bodies. The authority is working towards a legal and organisational framework for the plan, benefiting from international experience in this field. The health insurance will be implemented gradually, starting with international and large companies and then other companies. The authority and committee concerned with the implementation of health insurance met with insurance companies and brokers and reviewed with them the unified health insurance policy, which will be announced prior to the start of the implementation process. The Education Council achieved a number of milestones set for the Education Strategy 2040, such as establishing Muscat University, the National University of Science and Technology, Musandam College of Technology, and launching the Omani Teacher Educational Excellence Award. The strategy aims at raising the educational bar in the Sultanate of Oman until the year 2040 through studied approaches that go well with the Sultanate's various development plans. Still to come in our news bulletin. The new discovery of a fossil in South Africa was one of the earliest relatives of modern crocodiles, which were the dominant carnivores on Earth 200 million years ago. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. With 64 qualified projects competing for excellence, the jury session of the Sultan Qaboos Award for Excellence in E-Government Services drew nearer to conclusion as the jury panel will approve this evening the final results after 5 days of work to choose the winning projects in the award's 6th session. A special award ceremony will be held next December to announce the winning projects. The jury session was held in Kempinski Hotel Muscat in the presence of Dr. Salim bin Sultan Al Razaki, CEO of the Information Technology Authority. The 6th Omani Dates Festival is organised by the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth in cooperation with Riyadh. More details in the following report read by Sheikha Al Murakiya.
The 6th Omani Dates Festival witnessed a huge participation from dates producers and entrepreneurs as they competed to present various types of dates and dates-based products. The event, which was held under the patronage of His Excellency Sayyid Taimur bin Asad bin Tariq Al Said, attracted over 60 dates exhibitors. The festival aims to promoting Omani products and encouraging young entrepreneurs and SME owners to be creative and bold in presenting their products. His Excellency Dr. Fuad bin Jafar Al-Sajwani, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth, commented on the festival and stated that the 6th edition of Dates Festival comes in continuation of the success achieved by the Dates Festivals in the previous years. His Excellency the Minister added, some of the exhibitors managed to sell all the dates they have at the beginning of the festival, and this is an opportunity for them to market their products.
The Ministry of Justice in UK Nottingham University organised a graduation ceremony for 20 lawyers dispatched to the United Kingdom to obtain high diplomas in law under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Nasser Al-Qasaibi, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Legal Affairs. The programme, which is adopted by the Minister of Justice, aims at developing the legal profession in Oman and is publicly funded by the government in cooperation with a number of law firms. The Ministry of Manpower held a ceremony to celebrate the graduation of the 8th batch of students from Ibri College of Applied Sciences. The number of graduates was 478 in various majors, namely engineering, information technology and commercial studies. The graduation ceremony included a number of activities and the distribution of certificates to the graduates and excellent students. The graduation ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Syed Ibrahim bin Saeed Al Busaidi, Governor of Bahrain. During the ceremony, the students expressed their happiness and pride on graduation after the hard work and efforts they exerted during the years of study, and stressed that they are ready for the next stage of their life, which is to head towards the labour market, get a job and serve their country. Thanks to its climate and geology, South Africa is an incredibly rich source of fossils. With recent discoveries bringing whole new species to light, the country is becoming known as a paradise for paleontologists. Here is a report.
These archaeologists are on a short hike, but it could take them back 200 million years into the past. The team from Wits University is hunting for previously unknown species. They began after a student of Professor Jonah Schwanier found a fossil near the border with Lesotho in 2015.
She just found a few bones coming out. We started to excavate it, and we brought it back to the lab, and it turned out to be the hip of a species we'd never seen before.
The new discovery was one of the earliest relatives of modern crocodiles, which were the dominant carnivores on Earth at the time.
Imagine a crocodile crossed with a lion. Sort of very large, quadrupedal, legs right under the body, with these massive big jaws. Like I said, a very intimidating animal.
This prehistoric crocodile had never been found before in South Africa. The discovery has added to the country's reputation as a paleo paradise and caused excitement among a new generation of African scientists.
We have all these amazing things in our country, and we can show the world all the things we have. And I would like to eventually be able to tell the full story of just the evolution of crocs.
The fossils must be properly studied, and it can take years for a new species to be fully accepted by the scientific community. Such a breakthrough is a major achievement for any paleontologist.
It's not every day we describe a new species of dinosaur, and I mean, it's obviously like one of the most fun parts of the job is saying, here's something that science didn't know about yesterday.
Schwanier and his team have already discovered that massive sauropod dinosaurs evolved to walk on 4 legs earlier than previously thought. Over 2/3 of South Africa's landmass is thought to hold fossils. Paleontologists will be busy here for years to come, trying to shed new light on the giants that once roamed the Earth.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates, with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the coasts of South Shalkia, Worcester and Dhofar governorates. Winds will be northwesterly, light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 metres. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. In a humanitarian gesture, the Sultanate requests Yemeni authorities in Sana'a to allow the Minister of Defence to contact his relatives. The United Nations Education, Science and Cultural Organization UNESCO renews the Sultan Qaboos Award for Environmental Protection for the upcoming 6 years. And the Capital Market Authority reviews a comprehensive plan to provide all employees of the private sector with health insurance coverage. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, have a good weekend and good night.